My name is Judge Mugu of the Mugu People's Court. In my court, there are no adjournments, there are no postponements, there are no technicalities. Swift justice, fair justice, and justice delivered and wrapped in simple common sense.
In the court of common sense, no lie survives, no scam goes unpunished, and every move hits their match. You know they shout, you know they fight, but Judge Mugu go balance the right. Truth go stand, lie go fall. Inside this court, we hear it all. From love wahala to juju play. Landlord versus tenant every day. No matter your story, bring your face, but no bring nonsense, enter display. Judge Mugu, now in they settle all the glass boss. He they give judgment where makes sense past most. So no escape for the Mugu, no cover for the fake. Inside this courtroom, justice no they break. Come on man, voice with street intellect. You know send your gra or dialect. You na common sense court, not court of shame.
When grievance meets the gate, the litigants speak to the reporter as they arrive. Before the gavel strikes, the emotions explode. They've come with rage, with receipts, with revenge. At the gate of Mugu Court, the stories begin. Unfiltered, unedited, and completely unpredictable. Who's the victim? Who's the manipulator? Let's hear from them before the courtroom does.
Good day, sir.
Yes, good day, brother.
My name is Andrew from Landlord 360. May I know you?
What kind of delay is this? You not see, I don't get joy. I'm not happy at all because of even the economy of this country alone is so demonized already. What nonsense?
What brought you here today?
Can you imagine I paid for house rent 2 bedroom flats to one useless stupid landlord like that?
You must be Mr. Tony.
Yes, my name is Mr. Tony.
Okay.
What kind of nonsense is that? I paid almost 2.5 million naira to this man. I will get you to the apartment. To my greatest surprise, somebody else is occupying the place. Can you imagine that?
Well, thank God you are here today. This is Mugu's People's Court, where justice is always dished out. So I hope and I wish you find justice here today.
No, in fact, I don't even want the house. What I want is my money to be refunded. That's all.
Okay, fine. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
See you at the end of your hearing. We heard from the horse's mouth.
Good afternoon.
My name is Andrew from Landlord 360. May I know you?
Alright, I'm Ade Williams.
Oh, you're Mr. Ade.
Yes.
Okay. So why are you here today?
You see, the reason why I'm here is the case of when they say younger they sleep, trouble they call weaker. Do you understand? I already pay for an apartment. Because of the nature of my job, I don't stay regular like every other people stay in their apartment. Like I go to work, after a few months I come back, you know. So not for a neighbor to call me and tell me that he saw somebody, you know, like I even went there and I saw the person trying to my own apartment paid for that I've paid for, was trying to move things to my apartment.
You have a receipt for that payment?
I do have a receipt.
Thank God you are in Mugu's Court, of course. Mugu's People Court, where justice is served.
That's why I'm here.
Accurately.
That's why I'm here.
Thank you. I wish you all the best and I hope you find justice.
Thank you.
You heard from him. That was Mr. Ade, another victim. So we'll wait for the landlords to come. Then we'll hear his own part of the story before the hearing starts. Thank you. Good day, sir. My name is Andrew from Landlord 360. Can I know you?
I go by the name Baba Oba.
Oh, you are the famous Baba Oba, the landlord.
Yes, I own estates and properties.
So why are you here today, sir?
It's my useless tenants. Wasting my property. How can someone rent my apartment and be traveling for 6 months? The light bill is coming in, the rent bill is coming in, and nobody can reach to him to tell him, okay, what is going on? So I tell him to rent the apartment to another person. It's not taking it. I'm here to defend. I said, then, yes. I wish you yes, sir. When you find this.
You heard him say it. He didn't even deny the fact that he rented the same apartment to someone else. Well, like I said, in Mugu's courts, justice is always served in the right quantity. So we'll wait to the end of this hearing to know what the justice is said, to know what exactly the judge says about this case.
The truth unmasked. Now we watch as the litigants make their case before Judge Mugu. No camera tricks, no performance lawyers. Just two people, face to face, with justice between them. This is not a place for noise. This is where lies collapse. When the facts clash and the gavel is watching, only one side will walk out with dignity.
Please be seated.
Mugu People's Court in session with Honorable Judge Mugu presiding.
Thank you, Constable. All right, well, good morning, everyone. I appreciate your patience for the little delay in getting started this morning, but we will get through all the cases, I assure you. Madam Vivian.
Yes, sir.
Everything is cool now. Are you happy today?
Yes, sir.
All right. If you're happy, then let's go. Let's call the first case of the day. I think that's case number 5. Okay, please go ahead.
This case is between Baba Oba Michael and Tony Chooks as well as Ade Williams. Baba Oba, are you in court today?
Yes, sir.
Step forward. Tony Chooks and Ade Williams, are you both in court today?
Yes.
Step forward.
All right. Thank you so much. So we have Baba Oba Michael. That's you, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Tony Chooks and Ade Williams.
Yes, sir.
All right. What's going on today? You have decided to tag team one man. Let me quickly read your scan your affidavits here. Looks like we are looking at one of those housing issues here. Yes, it looks like today we will be settling a case that has caused outbreak for many Nigerians. Landlords collecting rent from multiple people for the same house. Baba,
Sir.
your tenants have brought you here to Mugu People's Court. Tell us your story. Explain yourself, sir. They said you have rented one house to 2 people, 2 apartments to one apartment to 2 people. What's up with that?
Your Honor, it's not what it seems like. Is this nonsense tenants? In fact,
which of them is saying nonsense?
This Mr. Ade, my friend, we need to quiet.
So that's Mr. Nonsense.
No, that is Mr. Ade. I think
okay, all right. I just want to know who is who. Who is this one called Mr. Foolish, or what's the name for this one?
This is my supposed to be.
This is the correct person.
Tony, yes.
Okay. So
Even
Mr. Tony correct, and okay. Yes. So what is the problem?
I rented one of my properties, 2-bedroom apartment, to this Mr. Ade 6 months ago. Okay. Before I rented my apartment, I asked him his nature of work, his job. Okay. He told me that he does a 9 to 5 work.
I never said that, sir.
Hey.
My friend, will you keep quiet?
This might be named Mugu's court. We don't behave like Mugu here.
Nonsense.
The only Mugu allowed in this court is who? Justice Mugu.
Okay.
I'm the only legitimate Mugu here.
I thought it was one.
No. Yes, sir.
As I was saying, Your Honor, before this man interrupted me, I rented my 2-bedroom apartment to him without knowing that he is actually a traveler. He doesn't stay in one place. He rented my apartment and left for 6 months. Electricity bill was piling up, waste bill was piling up. I called him and he told me that he can only pay for electricity that he's using, and both of us know that the power holdings company in our country does not care if you are using it or not. They will bring your bill. So
wait, sir. So just so that I'm understanding, are the apartments in your house not separated by meters? So like the apartment you gave him?
Thank you, sir.
Sir.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
There are no touts here. And you don't look like when you are too well dressed to be showing me that.
Thank you, Honor.
Okay. So, are the apartments in your building not separated by meters?
They are separated, sir.
Okay. So how is it to you whether he uses a light or not?
His apartment is attached to another tenant.
His apartment is attached to another tenant?
Yes. The apartment is actually a flat.
Okay.
It has let's think 4 tenants there.
Oh, okay, so 4 tenants inside one apartment.
Yes,
so everybody is renting a room. Okay.
Yes, he occupies 2
rooms in the flat.
2 bedroom.
Okay.
So when the NEPA comes, automatically they can cut the light affecting other tenants. So I have to pay his own bill.
Okay.
You understand me?
Now, so that we are getting it. So you are saying, even though it doesn't stay in the apartment, it doesn't consume any of the NEPA bill. When they bring it, you want him to share it with those who are actually using the NEPA.
Because our power holding doesn't care whether you're around or not. We will still bring the bill because it's not a prepaid meter, it's a postpaid. So they normally bring bill.
And that's even better now. So if 2 people are in an apartment and they run up the bill while the guy that is using 2 other rooms is not there, shouldn't those 2 people be responsible for the whole bill? Why should a man who is not in the apartment be responsible for? I'm confused.
Your Honor, it doesn't work that way. Whether the person is there or is not there, they will still bring bill as if there are people there. You understand me?
The bill is postpaid bill, right?
Yes.
Like they bring a bill
it's not
for the apartment. They don't know whether it's 2 people that are there or that is 100.
Whether you use it to, whether you don't use it to, they still bill you.
Yeah, the 2 people that were there. When they bring the bill, they give it to apartment number 4, for instance.
Yes. Assuming that there are 4 people there. That's how they bring
by people. You just said that it's postpaid.
No. That's. I mean that it's not the one that uses cards.
What kind of meter do you have?
The one that does not use card. The one that the NEPA brings bill.
Yes.
That's what.
Okay, go on. I'm listening to you because I'm a little bit confused.
So when I confronted him, he told me that I can only use bill that he pays. Then eventually one night he came with girls. Your Honor, caliber of girls. Not men, no, it's girls.
We thank God for that, don't you think?
Of course, I thank God for that, but it's not one though.
Okay.
It's more than one. It's like 3. It's the kind of people that like more than, you understand. I want to take some gangs. So when he came, well, it's not my business. He came in the dead of the night. Next, I was hearing jams of music, loud music, causing noise pollution.
Now I'm confused. You are telling history. This is not a history court.
I'm going to
They have come here to complain that you rented the same apartment to 2 people.
So
what has not been there playing music? What has that got to do with? So please, there's so many people I need to attend to today.
Okay. The reason why then the tenant was now complaining all those things about him. So during the process while he was not around, this young man, very good young man, came to me and told me that he's looking for a 2-bedroom apartment. I looked at him. He looked very responsible. I said, okay,
that's
Mr. Tony.
Mr. Tony, okay.
So I rented the apartment to him, hoping that when he comes, I will give him his money back because I'm not the only one complaining. Other tenants as well are also complaining. So when he came, that's when he now took me to court. That's going to sue me, blah blah blah, and that's why I am here.
Okay. So let me get this straight before I go to Tony and Ade here. You rented an apartment to Tony.
Yes.
To Ade?
Yes.
Rented an apartment to Ade for how many years?
For 1 year.
For 1 year. But it was always gone.
Always gone.
But his tenancy has not yet expired.
No.
Okay, so you then decided because he's not around.
And he's violating our.
How can he not be around and at the same time be carrying girls? I'm confused.
No, he came once.
Only with
during
girls,
those 6 months. Just once. But the problem and pollution, noise pollution, it caused that night was enough. That one night. So because even one of my tenants that just gave birth to a baby bouncing girl after 10 years called me and complained.
For that one night?
That one night.
For the 6 months he wasn't there, they didn't complain?
No, they didn't complain, but I was one complaining about the bills coming.
Okay, so while his tenancy is still there,
yes,
you rented it out. I hope my counselors are hearing. Very good. Okay. Mr. Ade, what is your story?
Okay. 6 months ago,
Yes.
I met with him through my agents
Okay.
to actually acquire an apartment. Okay, so I told him, he said, okay, fine. I told him what I do, that I'm an entertainer. He said, fine. I told him, okay, I'm not going to be around that often.
Entertainer.
Yes, I
You did not tell me entertainer.
Entertainer.
Hey, you can lie.
Okay. All right. Entertainment, entertaining is irrelevant.
Okay, sir.
Okay. You told him you are not going to be around all the time. Did he tell you that?
He told me that he's a producer
at
a company, a 9 to 5.
Okay. When somebody says a producer, does that not tell you he's an entertainer, or you thought he was producing rice?
I was thinking he was maybe producing. I didn't bother to ask what kind of producing. I just said producer. Which money? Is it not after you told me producer I got your money?
One decorum in my cup, but I hear you. But go on. So you told him you are a producer.
Yes.
He thought you are producing rice, but you are producing music.
Exactly.
But go on.
So I told him I won't be around that often, that I'll come and I'll go. You get, so when I come, it's just once in a blue moon. Okay. So I think that particular day he was complaining. I was actually producing a music.
Okay.
And maybe you overheard and all that. And
your music had fine girls in there.
They were the vocalists.
Vocalists.
Vocalists and other things.
Vocalists. Okay. I mean, they were.
All right.
Okay.
So that is the. I just need to cut to the chase now.
Okay.
So you paid for rent for 1 year.
1 year.
You were always going to go do your thing, and then one night you did come, and you guys had some fun in your apartment or music or whatever.
Yes.
What else?
And concerning the bill we was talking about.
Yes.
I always pay bills. I have my receipts.
He doesn't pay.
He calls me. Whenever I call me, I send money to him.
And you have proof?
I have proof.
Do you have any with you?
Okay.
Have they submitted any in court?
I have my own proof too.
You have your own that you didn't collect receipts?
I have a group of my tenants. We are in one group. Anybody that pays light, I always tick it. It's always there.
I'm looking at the receipt that you gave him.
He can form it. He's a producer.
Okay. So now, that's a good one. He showed me a receipt that he paid you. But you are saying he will have produced the receipts.
Yes, he can produce it because I have my group members of my tenants, and they can also be my witness.
Did I produce my receipt from
you can produce it anywhere.
Okay. Please respect landlord. He's an old man.
Thank you, Your Honor. God bless you. You will live long.
Not living like one, sir.
This is the group. Should I present?
No, I don't need your group. I need your group to show up here in Mugu's court and tell me that this man is lying. When I'm looking at the receipt, this is a very serious offense you are alleging. If he ended up forging this, I myself will hand him over to EFCC. Okay, he said he has a receipt that he has paid you. He has submitted a copy of it to the court even before today.
Did
so we will trace the receipt to see the account number I paid it to. And if it is an account number that is in your name, you are the one that is going to jail. No. Lying to court is a jailable offense, so you better know that now. And in Mugu's court, I followed through. So if he did pay you, it is better to admit it than to lie to the court. It's a criminal offense in Nigeria, in case you don't know that.
When did you pay the receipt?
When did
I
you
have
pay
my
it?
receipt.
What do you have an idea of when you paid it?
What day?
I paid like 3 months. 3 months ago.
Okay, so
he called me and I paid for everything.
Your Honor, I've seen it too. You are using
I like that.
Something entertainment. You do not tell me that you are the one.
My other name.
Is it not Ade? Which one is something?
Okay.
That's my company.
Okay. Now we got that right. He did pay some money. Sammy Entertainment, Ade. Okay. And thank you for being truthful to the courts, because they lead them from here to jail if they lie. Okay, so I'm hearing you. The man has a problem. You say he has a problem. I want you to address that for me.
So
yes.
When the issue that led to me finding that someone was trying to take my apartment was a neighbor called me.
Take your apartment.
Chief your apartment. Mr. Tony, you are going to get your turn. I know the landlord likes you because you people have collected money from him.
I don't like him.
You don't like him either.
5 million. He's a joke.
All right.
Face him. Face him. He's the problem. It's not me. He's the one. Okay.
So, all right. So, can we please see? This is what I like. You know, sometimes it sounds funny, but it's not funny. People's money are at stake, so we are all having fun here, and that's okay. But the bottom line still remains: this man is saying he has an apartment. He has a 1-year apartment with our landlord here, and somehow. He has been. Now, tell me your story, please. So, finish it. You got 1 more minute.
Called me and told me that someone is packing into my apartment. I'm like, how? That I still have like 6 months to go. So immediately I came back and I asked him the question. He was like,
so when you came back, you met Mr. Tony?
I met Mr. Tony. And he wasn't even aware that the room was already rented, but he was only shocked to see properties inside.
And he just started using the property. But anyway, I'm going to go to him in a minute. So you saw that, then what then happened then?
I met with him and I asked him what's his issue.
Okay.
He was like, I'm not always around, that he cannot be living in his house, something like that. I need somebody to be in there.
So that the house will not collapse.
So the house, I don't know for him. So, but I have another case. The case is, when I wanted to move into the apartment, I asked him, do you stay in your compound? He said no.
Me,
so
I'll tell you that.
And I saw that he stays in the compound.
All right. That does not even matter to me. Whether it stays in the compound or not is not relevant to this case. Yeah. But let's hear from Mr. Tony, because we have a lot of people we need to attend to today. Mr. Tony, what is your only? So you paid this man also 2.5 million for the apartment. You moved in there, and then what happened?
Your Lordship, you know, I was staying at the mainland, and I got a new appointment. You know, a bigger offer for the island. So I was kind of desperate for an apartment.
Okay.
And I met some agents, and they tell me to this evil man standing there.
No, don't call him evil yet. Don't call him evil yet. No.
That's how I do.
Okay.
I called you good. You are calling me evil.
So, sir,
let me even switch to broken self. We English.
Mr. Tony, do you know what court you are in?
I'm sorry, Your Lordship.
Okay. You haven't heard about Justice Mugu before?
I'm sorry.
Okay. All right, let's keep it decorous.
Okay.
Let's keep it decorous. This is not a motor park. You see all the gentlemen and ladies sitting down here? Okay, these are responsible elders in society. We don't behave like this. Tell your story calmly, and then so you paid 2.5 million to this man.
I paid 2.5 million to this man.
How did you meet him to pay him 2.5 million?
Like as I was saying before this man really targeted me. I met some agents, and then I went to meet him initially in the compound, and he showed me the apartment, but he didn't open the apartment for me to see at first.
Okay.
You know, I like the compound, everything was well fun, as in the painting and everything was okay.
Okay, go on.
So, and he now showed me the apartment. I said, wow, it's lovely, and I would love to take it.
Okay.
And
without you going inside
to see? Without me going inside, that was my first mistake.
Okay.
Yeah. So and we now negotiated, okay, how we are going to pay for the transaction, all those things. He said is 2.5 million, yearly is 1.8 million. I said no problem. Because the money is
curious. There. What story did he tell? Did you ask him, can we see the apartment, which is natural? Anybody with common sense. Mr. Adibo, is that not a typical common sense approach? To say I want to see the house apartment. So why did you not ask to see the inside?
No, like I said, if I was very desperate to find an apartment.
Okay, I see.
So that was my mistake. I couldn't.
So he told you the price. Okay.
He told me the price, and I transferred the money to him immediately.
Okay.
Without even checking the apartment.
All right.
That was my mistake.
You wanted to secure it.
I even asked him that, no issue. This because with the exterior I'm seeing, everything is okay. Because if I see the exterior, everything is good like this. I was not imagining what inside would look like. That was my thoughts, though. So I said, okay, maybe everything is all right. I even asked him, it's a landlord, hope everything is okay. Hope there's no any fault or all those things. I'll start calling the electrician, plumbers, come and start repairing 1 or 2 things. He said, no, everything is intact. My thoughts.
Okay, so you paid him?
I paid him that day.
Okay.
And I asked him for the receipt. He said the receipt is using, it has finished, he's trying to print another one. And I don't know why I didn't even think that this man, he didn't even give me the receipt immediately. That would have just, stopped as it dawned on me that maybe there's something not right.
But you are desperate.
Because I'm desperate. That overcrowded my thinking, all those things. Yeah.
Okay. So then what? I need you to get to the story. Yeah.
Then after,
so you paid, yes.
Then after like 2-3 days, and I went to bring my property from mainland, you know, trying to sort everything, packing everything down there.
This apartment is where now?
It's at what's the name of your place? Now I mean this on the island. Songote.
Okay, like so you're now a Lekerian.
Yes.
Bad boy.
Yeah.
Okay. So you moved in. Okay. You want to deal with the big boys. Well, okay.
So I just packed my load, everything, thinking everything is all right. And he gave me a key to the apartment.
Okay.
So on reaching there now, trying to arrange my property, I opened the door. I saw properties as everything was, everywhere was well arranged. Thinking maybe it was an empty apartment. But I saw all those chairs, you know, cooking chairs, TV, all those things. What's going on here? I even had to run outside to see me that I'm in the right place. You know?
Okay, so when you saw that, then what happened?
I called this evil man immediately.
Okay, again, mind your language. Mind your language.
I'm sorry.
This Mugu court, the only Mugu allowed here is myself.
I'm sorry, sir.
All right? So, yes.
I called him immediately to clarify things and to actually know maybe this is the right apartment I'm supposed to, as the one he rented for me, to me.
Okay, and then what did he say?
He was not even clear. He was saying, you know, I was so perplexed.
So then how did he now come in? You now saw him all of a sudden?
I saw him all of a sudden when I was trying to discuss with the landlord, and he was trying to explain something I can't even understand. Then he now came in and started asking me that, what am I doing in this apartment? I was so pissed off and said, what sort of embarrassment is this? Yeah. So that's how to bring this case down to your court, sir.
So who are you suing now? Because I'm seeing both of you documents everywhere. Okay, but it's clear we don't deal with technicalities here, so we know what the issues are. So you rented an apartment to two different people. Because this man is not there, you felt that okay, you can go and sublet. Before we go further, I don't know if they explain the rules of the court to you before I get my board of advisors to help me weigh before we conclude this case.
The truth unmasked. Now we watch as the litigants make their case before Judge Mugu. No camera tricks, no performance lawyers. Just two people, face to face, with justice between them. This is not a place for noise. This is where lies collapse. When the facts clash and the gavel is watching, only one side will walk out with dignity.
To be able to help us understand the issues better, I think I have a clear grasp of the issues, but still, because you have no lawyer, we don't allow you to bring a lawyer here. You are your own lawyer, they are their own lawyers. So I'm going to give you, in a nice way, opportunity to ask 3 questions of any of them concerning this case to clarify, to show that maybe you are not at fault because you are saying you don't want to pay their money back. And then when you're done, they also will get opportunity to ask you 3 questions. So go.
My first question goes to Mr. Ade. Did I not tell you that I don't want a person that is not doing 9 to 5? Yes or no?
No.
He's lying.
You never said anything like that.
And again, I told you that I don't want noise in my compound. Didn't I tell you that? If you deny everything.
Yeah.
The last question.
That you didn't
yes.
Do illegal. Everybody is denying, but you are before Justice Mugu. We know it's lying. Number 3 question.
Number 3 question goes to him.
To me?
Yes.
Okay.
When you told me the amount, and you mentioned something about that, I was telling you that the receipt has finished. Truly, the receipt has finished. But I told you that you can use your payment slip from the bank as your proof. Yes or no?
That's not the issue here.
That's not the issue, but I told you.
What I want the court to do for me is to take my money back from you. That's to get my money back.
You don't even need to waste time on that. It's not denying that he got the money. So receipt is not even so much a big deal now. If you say you never got your money, then we are going to have an issue. We are not going to waste cost time on that. Now, do you have any questions for your landlord?
Okay. When I paid you, did I tell you I was an entertainer?
You did not tell me you are an entertainer. In fact, I told you that I don't want anybody that be music disturbing me, because that's how my last tenant did, Binga. And that's the reason why I gave him quick notice. I don't want noise.
Okay, question 2.
Did you ask me any question when I moved into your apartments?
Which question do you did I not ask you?
Question.
I asked you.
Never asked me any question.
You are denying it. I asked you.
Never did ask me any question. You are just all about the money. You saw money. Pay. You go move it today.
You can deny it. You can deny it.
You never asked me any question.
Look at your face.
Right. Do you have any more questions for Baba?
That's all for now.
All right, Mr. Tony.
I just have one or two questions for him.
Yes.
Mr. Landlord, why are you not being fair with me at first? You tell me that somebody was in that apartment before paying you the money.
Did you like the apartment or not?
I don't understand.
Is it not my property? Is it not my property?
I don't understand.
Do you like it or not?
That someone was there.
Did I?
That's interesting. The man asked you a very simple question.
Did you like it or not?
You are saying, did you like the property? Did you understand? Mr. Tony. Mr. Tony.
I did not tell you anybody was not staying there.
Don't worry. I'm hearing you.
If you know what I went through before getting that 2.5 million naira.
I'm hearing you.
I can't tell you what I went through, but you know what? You know this.
I don't think it's good. No, you are really starting to piss me off now. You understand that now?
I'm sorry, sir.
You have all this money. You say you work hard to get the money, but you have no problem transferring it to a man without even seeing what you are paying for, and you say you work hard. Are you sure it's not Yahoo money you got?
No. I
work hard for the money. You will see the apartment you want to. So don't come here and be crying. Okay. So do you have any more questions for him?
If he's pissing me off, I don't want to, because any question I ask and any answer I give to him, I lose my cool in this court. So let me just
like you are not going to be my tenant at all.
My question, exactly.
Okay, I think we've had enough from them. A board of advisors. Do you have any questions for any of them to help us get to the bottom of this? Let's start with our legal luminary. Lawyer Lukobiri, please.
Yeah, I got some receipts for utility bills for the tenant. I want to ask the landlord, did you issue them a document at the initial transaction?
Document, please come again to the question. Receipt. Yes, to him.
I have it here. I have it here.
Think again, because if you lie,
I have it.
No, he said he gave him receipt. The man has a receipt, so we have no issue with that. Both of them are in agreement on that, and I think I see that somewhere in one of the attachments that they have. So there's a receipt. Anybody else wants to weigh in? Yes, let's hear from Mr. Adubo.
Mr. Landlord,
Sir?
green for me.
It's a question.
Your Honor, I went to school, although I did not graduate. But I went to school.
You cannot spell it.
I can spell it.
So spell it. It's a simple question.
But why should I spell?
Sorry, Your Honor. Sorry, Your Honor.
In my court, you answer every question that you ask.
Okay. G for goat. R for ram. As in Ileya ram. E for elephant. E for another elephant. Then D for dog. Like this idiot that I say. Okay.
You can spell it. Clap for the man. There are some people that cannot spell G. You can spell G. So I'll give you one follow-up question for that. He has spelled. He has answered the question.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Tony.
Your Lordship, sir.
Yes. You can't spell Mumu.
But does that represent me or what, sir?
He say represent you. Say, can you spell Mumu?
M-U-M-U.
Okay, you can even spell too, but don't clap for him. Okay. Yes. Okay. Thank you. I know where you're going with that. Madam Dagogo.
I told if someone rents an apartment from the landlord, the normal step is for you to hand over to the tenant. Did you do that?
To him?
You handed?
Yes, I can do a key to him.
Obviously. You still have names next to you. That you someone should already.
No, I changed the lock because it's becoming a problem. I could not reach him. My tenants are complaining. Like I mentioned, one of my tenants that has not had a baby for 10 years. gave birth, and he's a very wonderful tenant. He's a very gentleman. So for that man to complain, it touched my heart.
You could not reach me and I was paying.
Just one follow-up question because we got to move this further here.
I feel it's repugnant to our way of life, that's African culture. For someone that is not around me, when I open the person's apartment, don't you think it's stealing or someone can accuse you of being a thief, or they can say that because they're money in the closet.
That's an interesting one. We are going to hear from Mr.
Some of my things are missing.
So we have a consumer matters specialist in the house. We have not heard from him yet. Okay, Mr. Bokiti, you have to have something to say to this because this is about consumer problem now.
Well, the only thing I have to say is that my question goes to the landlord.
Yes.
I want to ask if the previous tenant that was occupying the apartment is still resident there when you changed the keys. He was there and you changed the key.
The previous one before Mr. Ade?
Yes.
No, I did not change the key.
But you have not evicted the first person before you rented the house.
No, the one before Ade, I evicted him. In fact, I packed I called the town council.
So town council. So sanction. Your sanction.
Ade. Yeah, that's my other name.
Okay, both of you are different tenants.
Yes.
One apartment.
The one that's been staying there for 6 months.
It's a 3-bedroom apartment or 4-bedroom or whatever.
Yes.
This gentleman, Ade, is occupying 2 rooms in that flat. They settle here. Then there are 2 other rooms. Like I've seen those type of flats where 2 it's almost like a self-contained on one side, and then there's the one room that people can stay. They both agree on that the 2 rooms that is in contention here is the one given to Mr. Ade that ended up with Mr. Tony, and that's what we are discussing. All right, well, thank you guys so much for weighing in here. This is a very common problem that we have in Lagos, where landlords, for some reason or the other, they rent one apartment to 2 different people. It's giving us its excuses. When we come back, we'll examine all of that. It smells to me, but we're going to take a look at it. So I'll be back in the afternoon to come and unpack all of this for everybody. Arise.
The 5 common sense commandments. Now let's listen to Judge Mugu as he delivers the 5 Mugu cents from the case before he gives his final verdict. Forget the shouting, forget the trending drama. Judge Mugu breaks it all down with 5 powerful lessons. Truth wrapped in culture, wisdom sharpened by experience. These are not opinions, they are survival tools. 5 Mugu sense-filled laws for a foolish world.
Yeah, thank you, Council of Advisors, Madam, especially appreciate you today and everybody for the hard work we're putting in here for the benefit of the people. I think the next case I want us to, I need your input on before I make my decision later today, is this case of the landlord. If you look at your transcript from the court, page 22 of your transcript, you will see that, I think all of us were in court earlier, the landlord who rented one house to 2 different tenants. And I thought this is such an interesting thing about what is happening in Nigeria today, where a greedy landlord rents the same apartment to 2 people, and then because of the law, sometimes the landlord tends to get away with it. Are we in this court, for instance, because we're a court of common sense, we're a court of justice, going to let this first slide because of some legal technicality, or are we going to start justice here? So I want to start this because there are some troubling issues about this legally. From what we are hearing from the tenant, there was no written agreement signed. He didn't sign any written agreement. He just paid the man. He didn't go and inspect the house. He paid the man, trusting that he will be able to give him the house that he paid for. But then he got in there only to see that somebody else is already living on the property. So what is the legal position on a case like this?
The legal position is that under the tenancy law, you cannot lease out a property, be it land or house, without a written contract duly signed by the two parties. So if there's no written contract signed by the two parties, the man that rented the house cannot claim his money back.
Interesting. So that means that because he didn't sign contract, he has entered one chance. You are saying that because of, I know where you are going here, that the law says that when both sides are culpable, because the landlord didn't give agreement, the tenant didn't get agreement, that the law stands where it falls. That kind of a legal theory. I don't know. Where does this stand with you, Madam? Let's start with Mr. Bokiti. Yes. A consumer has paid, but they are saying because he didn't do all this, that's what our lawyer is saying here. He didn't sign contract, so therefore, because under the land law, and he is correct, by the way, that he cannot enforce. What do you say, sir?
My Judge Mugu, I think in as much as ignorance of the law is not an excuse, but unfortunately, we've had a lot of informal arrangements based on relationship. People seek for houses without consulting an agent, a formal agent. Most of the people that are doing this are ignorant. Based on that, a lot of landlords have taken advantage of people who are vulnerable and have subjected them to serious stress, life-threatening dangers. Like this particular landlord, from all indications, he's done it before. He rented a house to somebody and rented to another person. I mean, he knew quite well that that house has been rented to another person before giving it to the new tenant. Only God knows the story. So it's criminal. I think it's left for the law to use their good office to seek redress for the victim, which is the renter.
Fair enough. Madam Dagogo, what do you say to this? How does this affect your culture? Because this to me sounds, what's that your word again now?
Repugnance.
Very repugnant. All right, what do you say?
Actually, it's repugnant to our culture. Because all those signing of agreement is not our way, our traditional way of doing things.
You swear juju, or what do we do in that time? What do they do that time? They take that to the juju shrine.
Juju shrine or whatever. But
or put a yilala. Okay, but I'm here, I understand what you're saying. Right.
But normally, African way of doing things, if someone is honorable or from a good family, someone you can trust, you don't need all those signing of agreement or contracts. You trust the person, believing that the person should keep to his or her wealth. The wealth should be his bond. You pay the money down, and it's like that. It's all this wealthy way, Oyibo way of doing things. They brought their culture to Nigeria. And that's why they're saying without signing of agreement or this, the money should not be paid. That money, that, like as he rightly said, seeking for redress. That money, the landlord should be picked. He's a criminal.
All right, madam, I hear you. Mr. Adugo, what have you got to say to you? What's the street position on this matter?
Judge Mugu.
Yes, sir.
My stand on this case is that Baboba is a criminal. Look at him, an old man, nearing his grave and still defrauding young men and women. Where's trust gone? Because of these technicalities in law. Trust have developed, wing and flown away. While we are here in court practicing technicalities. But I thank God that Justice Mugu is redressing everything.
Thank you, sir.
In that vein,
we don't do technicality here. Never.
Sure. In that same vein, I want you to look into this case. Because if you encourage this man, many people will fall victim to this his antics. So please, my submission is that the man should be committed to prison He should pay back that money.
But,
Thank you.
But if I may come in here, I think it behoves on anyone that wants to rent a property to be aware, to do research on that property, or get an agent to do the legwork, pay the agent so that the agent will get facts about that property. For instance, if you buy a car of about 2.5 million and you did not collect it.
That would be a small car now. In this economy of today.
Okay,
a very small car. What's a car?
You buy
or
a
just
car. Okay, let's say you buy a car. Let's say of 5 million.
It's still a small car.
And you did not collect a receipt.
Okay.
Then you go about driving the car. Then the man you bought the car from turns around to arrest you and said, okay, you stole his car.
My problem.
I will use the straight way.
Which one is the straight way? You get that from Friday.
You know what I mean?
You see, my problem with Venge is that a lot of people are hiding under the banner of the law. They know that legally the law will protect them. Because of that.
No, the law can't protect this one.
No, I'm telling you, you know,
people there are many ways to kill it. Yes, I hear you, sir. I hear you. Barrister, there are many ways to skin a cat. We also have laws against 419, advance fee fraud. Okay, so even if he has no contract that he can say he wants to enforce, right? Mugu People's Courts, because we don't rely on technicality, we want to do fairness and justice there.
Sure.
I think the part of the law that also say you cannot collect money without under false pretenses. We catch him. So he either wants to pay back or he wants to go to jail for a very long time. Alright, but the man has come here to try to insist on the enforcement of the tenancy, and I think that is the challenge he's having. You really can't enforce a tenancy that you did by verbal. That's the problem. I don't know who advised him, but it could have come under advance fee fraud, that I paid this man and then he didn't give me what I asked for, so there's fraud involved. In which case I will have no problem whatsoever finding for him. But they are saying he wants to enforce the tenancy agreement, even though he didn't sign any, but he paid for the apartment because the apartment is apparently cheaper than everywhere else. So he wants me to give an order for him to get the apartment. Legally, really, I can't really do that. But I can make him not just pay the money, I can make it not even what is worth not to give him that apartment. But actually giving him not just make him refund the money, and also heavy charges plus referring his case to EFCC. In alternative, give him the property and let the man enjoy. I think we might try to make him see some sense there, and this is a good a case for us to really advise the public as to their right and as to what they can do when this kind of thing happens. So I think I'll put all of this under advisement, and this should be a good one. He thinks he's going to get away with it because he has some lawyers who have advised him. But we shall see when we get to court later today. But thank you so much.
A verdict that shakes the room. And now Judge Mugu is ready to give the final legal verdict, wrapped in simple common sense. All arguments are done, all excuses exposed. Now, justice lands like thunder. This is where fairness roars and foolishness finally falls. One verdict, one voice. Judge Mugu has spoken.
Baba Oba Michael, please step forward. Tony Chooks and Ade Williams, please step forward.
Yeah, I know it's been a very long day. In fact, this particular case took us a long time in chambers with my council of advisors as we are trying to figure out what is the best way to do justice in a way that is fair and that has common sense. So thank you so much, my council, for also your contributions to this and the time we have spent on this. So here's my judgment without much ado. And as we always say, before we go into the judgment, we want to talk about the 4 Mugu common sense or takeaways from every case so that everybody can learn even from the experience of those who have come to this court. So I'm going to quickly go over those 5 takeaways for every one of us, myself included, in this case before I deliver my judgment. We all had, most of you had when they gave their evidence today. The bottom line of it is that we have a landlord who somehow rented property to the same property to two different tenants, inconveniencing everybody, and we are now here in court. So here's the 5 takeaway from the facts of this case. Yes, these facts of this case apply to almost half of Nigeria. We deal with this all the time. And this is what I think every one of us can learn from it, not to fall into the same problem. Number 1, understand that a verbal agreement is not a house key. So no matter how sweet the landlord is talking, no matter how desperate you are, like Mr. Tony here, if you don't have a signed tenancy agreement and a receipt, you are just a squatter with hope. Verbal promises cannot protect you in court, especially when it comes to tenancy stuff. Under most jurisdictions in Nigeria, especially Lagos State where we are in this Mugu province, if you don't have your anything that has to do with land, tenancy, buying, renting, has to be in writing. You must understand that. It doesn't matter what they tell you. If you don't have it in writing, as far as the law is concerned, it has not happened. So just based on that alone, if this was a regular court of law, Mr. Tony will be out of his money because he doesn't have a written contract. He cannot come and talk nothing. Because the law says you must have it in contract. It's not in writing. Even if it is on a toilet paper, you have to have it written in writing with the house mention, the particulars mentioned. So when it comes to time that you want to try to get your money, you have something to show. I hope Mr. Tony will learn from that. I hope all of us will learn from that as one of our number 1 takeaway. But because it's a court of common sense, fairness, and justice, we just don't judge by that. But you might not be so lucky that they may not bring you to Mugu court. They may take you to regular court. And then, Mr. Tony, your case would have been dismissed with a preliminary objection, and you're done. Okay? Number 2, first come does not always mean first serve. Proof wins in tenancy battles anywhere, especially Nigeria and especially in this Mugu province. It is not about who paid first, but who can prove payment with valid documentation. So in a conflict, screenshots, stamp receipts, they are louder than stories. In fact, let me share my personal real-life experience with you on this. Those who are my friends know me very well, including my wife, including those who are close to me. I hate getting on phone with anybody, especially when it's becoming something that can be transactional. I make you WhatsApp me. We chat. Chat is proof. So when you think that something might get contentious tomorrow, say, please text me or WhatsApp me, then do your chats on there. So tomorrow they cannot say it didn't happen. It may not be a real legal document that you take to a lawyer, but if you show the chat to a judge in court, that is writing. Let us all learn that. Number 3, landlords are not above the law. Sir, Baba, a landlord who collects rent twice for the same room is guilty of civil fraud and breach of trust. It doesn't matter, it's not there. It doesn't matter that he's not paying his light bill and all that. You can, if you feel that he's violating the terms of your tenancy, there are procedures for you to actually terminate his tenancy and get him evicted. It's your house. You have that right under the law to go and prove before a judge to say this man is doing this in my premises. It's against the rules of this house. Help me evict him. Okay, so you cannot say because you don't like what he's doing when his rent is 6 months, even if he never comes there. That's not your business. If he owes money on the meter bill, you send him the invoice, and you have a right to seize his property from being taken out until he pays that money. That is the law of the land. It's called a lien. If you're a landlord and your tenant owes you money, you can't go and break into his house. The law is clear, but you can double lock it so that even him cannot enter until he pays you your money. And then if he wants to go to court, let him go to court. The judge will tell you he has to pay you your money before he can take his property. Number 4, takeaway here. Tenants must inspect before they invest. Sir, you cannot be too desperate. And I know this happens in Lagos. Mr. Tony's story happens on a daily basis. It's not just fiction, guys. I see it happening because houses in Lagos, especially in this Mugu province that is very close to Banana Island that we are in, right? Yes. Houses are tough. You are talking to landlord right now. He's saying it's 10 million. You are saying, give me 20 minutes to go to the bank. Before you come back, somebody else has paid. So landlords are taking advantage of that desperation. Don't let that be your portion. If you lose the property, then you lose the property. But you must inspect before you pay your money. Otherwise, you are going to face the kind of embarrassment that Mr. Tony is facing now. See the apartment physically. Check who is living there and confirm the landlord's ownership. Because it doesn't matter how sincere you are, assuming that it's not even the landlord, you go and pay him the money. It don't matter that you thought it was the landlord. That your money is wasted. So you have to go in there and you have to check. And don't pay from pictures and sweet mouth alone. In the day of AI, anybody can generate picture and send to you. They can clean picture. We have seen that even video. In this day of AI, we have seen real life video that is not real. So you have to physically inspect. That is my number 4 advice for everyone who has listened to this case. Number 5, remember, rental fraud is real. And repeating that mistake makes you a suspect, not a victim, because you know it's happening. So if you still allow yourself to go and do it, then you are a suspect. You are not a victim. If a landlord keeps collecting money from multiple people for the same property, it is not an accident. It is a business model built on deceit, as we just see here. It's a business because they know they can get away with it. Those are the takeaways. And those are the real takeaways. Yes, we know. You might be saying, oh, this case is fiction. It's fiction. But these things I just outlined for you. The real law that affects your life, your business, take it away. So here's my judgment today. I've reviewed the testimonies of Ade and Tony along with my panel of advisors, Chief Madam Dagogo, Mr. Ade Adugo, Lawyer Lokobiri, and Mr. Umpo Kitty. We have all looked at these things together. 2 unsuspecting tenants who both paid for the same apartment, and the shady conduct of our landlord, Baba Oba, who claims it was a harmless mistake. The evidence shows that Ade paid a deposit of 1 year in February and received the key, moved in, and went about doing his entertainment stuff. Tony paid 6 months later, received a copy of the same key, which, by the way, you have to also understand, most landlords have copy of your property, and that is legal. I know Madam Dagogo was surprised because in culture, they don't do that kind of thing. But in real life, the landlord of a property is allowed to keep a spare key of his property, because you could be in there, you could have died, you could have fainted, something could have happened to you. The landlord should be able to open your house to go and see what is happening. Of course, not anytime they want, under some specific circumstances. Let's say they've not seen you for 3 days. Neighbors are complaining that they've not seen this man, and a smell is coming out of your house. They allow the landlord. They don't have to break down the house. The landlord will go and bring out the spare key, and he will open it so that they can see what is there. A lot of people don't know that. But that's the reality. I personally own a lot of houses in Lagos. I have keys to all of them. Now, what happens is that the tenant can then choose to go change the lock of their. That's why when you move into a place, you change the lock of your house. You also have a right to do that. And if the landlord wants a copy, he now has to ask for it. And then you guys have to discuss under what circumstances he can come to your house. But don't assume your landlord don't have a key, a copy of your key. You'll be stupid. It's his house. They come in triples or quadruple, like 4 keys. They give you 3, you think you got everything. There's one somewhere. So, but Baba collected these monies. He issued a written receipt to one party, and then conveniently forgot to inform Tony that the house had already been allocated. So that tells me there's a fraudulent intent here. He could have told Tony, I'm planning to evict this man because he's this, is that, is that. Are you willing to move in while we are going through this? Then Tony will know somebody's already there and that the landlord is trying to evict him. So he will move in knowing that there's a danger here. But he didn't tell him that. So all this was a mistake, tells me that you are trying to scam the way many landlords do in Lagos. So here's my ruling. Baba Oba is guilty of fraudulent double collection of rent. and you must refund Tony in full within 7 days. Since Ade paid before him, of course, Ade gets to keep the apartment. Like I said, this is Mugu Court. Thank Mr. Common Sense, thank my consumer advocate and my cultural defender, and of course, as well as my lawyer. In a regular court of law, you are not going to get this judgment because you have no written receipt. But in this court, Dr. Mugu is never going to allow an injury to go without redress. So you get your money back. But I'm not done. Ade, of course, shall retain possession of the apartment unless the two of you want to work out something since it's hardly ever there, and then, or you go your way. Number 3, because this is a fraudulent intent to deceive, it's not enough for Dr. Mugu. Yeah, no, my name says Mugu. This is a Mugu with sense. You can't just refund the money that you collected more than 6 months ago. You have to pay something. So I find you an additional 250,000 naira in damages. But that 250,000 is to be shared by Ade and Tony equally for emotional distress, breach of trust, and inconvenience. Because inconvenience, both of them, you even made them start to fight each other for something that they know nothing about. And I'm ordering you, sir, Baba, to register all tenancy agreements moving forward. If they ever bring you back to my court, I will personally lead you to EFCC myself. Order. The reason why I'm not taking you to EFCC right now is because of your age. The way they are doing them there, I don't think you are going to survive 1 week. I know you have a lot of mouth in my court, but I know that when they put you 2 weeks inside Kurikiri, may we not hear bad news. So please, sir, don't come back into my court. And here's my final words. In the business of shelter, honesty must be the foundation. You cannot rent the same roof to 2 people and call it confusion. It is calculated chaos. Let every landlord there beware. You collect money twice, you must pay for disgrace twice. Mugu's court is now adjourned, and I so rule.
In the court of common sense, no lies survive.
Now the litigants talk to the court reporter after the verdict. The ruling has landed, but emotions are still flying. Some are healed, some are hurt, some are just confused. We catch them raw, unfiltered, and unforgettable as they exit the court of common sense, Mugu style.
Here comes Mr. Tony. Hello, Mr. Tony. How was the court here?
Everything was okay, and the judge has already passed the judgment, and everything was okay. My money will be refunded back to me.
Wow, congratulations. Thanks to Mugu's People's Court, where justice is adequately passed.
And there's something I once again is that because I made several mistakes, me not even collecting the receipt first, and not even checking what I wanted to rent. That's the house. If I have checked the place, I've insisted the landlord should ask for me to inspect the house and all those things. I'm not sure they will be any reason for not bringing the case down to the Mugu's court. So that's my mistake, and I believe my mistake now around all this, and I've learned from this. It will never happen again.
Happy you've learned from this. Thank you so much for the time.
Thank you very much.
So you've heard from Mr. Tony. He has gotten justice. His money is going to be refunded thanks to Mugu's People's Court, where justice is adequately served. So we're going to talk to the landlord and the other tenants. Let's hear their own perspective. I hope they're also happy with the judgment of the court. Let's hear from you. Hello, sir. Oh, so excited.
Yes, my brother. It was a tough one in there. It was a tough one. But I think it's more lessons for people to learn because it's not easy. You know, when you actually rent out an apartment, when it's not expired yet, you should allow the rent to expire. If there's any need for evicting your tenant, you should give them prior information. Don't just evict somebody or probably put the house out like that. But anyway, I'm happy. Yes, I'm so happy about that. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Yeah, you guys are doing a good job. You guys are doing a good job.
You have a nice day.
All right.
So you heard from him. Another satisfied litigant. Thanks to Mugu's People's Court, where justice is adequately served. So I'm still going to hear from the landlord. I hope you also come out excited. Hello, sir. I hope the court hearing was in your favor.
It's not.
You don't seem excited. Why?
Because that useless boy for that day still has to. In fact, it favors him. It did not favor me. It did not favor me. In fact, this court is like I'll take this case to Supreme Court. Supreme Court.
Judge, the verdict was not.
I'm taking it to Supreme Court. They will know that I have connection with this. They will know.
There goes the landlord, obviously unsatisfied with the ruling of the court. But the court rule is final. We can't fight the law.
Okay, why have you brought your fellow brother in Christ to court? What has happened?
This is a spiritual plagiarism.
What happened?
I, prophetess fire for fire, by the special grace of God and the power of anointing upon my life, that God has invested in my life, I discovered the power of anointing, the miracle that works in this anointing, the formula. And my church grew overnight. This fraud, prophet Thunderstrike, he came, he spied on me, he stole, and he went back, changed the name, and he started his own ministry. I demand justice for this matter. I demand justice.
This thing.
Bring your face, but no bring nonsense. Enter this place. Judge Mugu. Now in the settle all the glass balls. See they give judgment where makes sense past most. No escape for the Mugu, no cover for the fake. Inside this courtroom, justice no they break. Common man voice with street intellect. You know send your gra or dialect. You na common sense court, not court of shame. If you chop love money, get ready to explain.